Hi, I'm Neil Kendall, Managing Director of Tupikoffs, the Independent Financial Planners. This is the next video in our series on internet security, and today we're going to discuss password managers and what to use. We've done a lot of research at Tupikoffs in relation to password managers and selecting the right one. It's important to use a password manager because you need to have complex, random, single-use passwords. So if the average person needs 50 to 100 websites to access, that's 50 to 100 passwords that you need that all need to be different and complex. And so a password manager is the only effective way really of storing that information. We recommend that you use a password manager. One of the benefits of a password manager is that it is very secure. You do need to bear in mind, and it's vitally important, that a password manager, your master password is all important. You must make sure that it's not a password you can forget or that you have it written down securely somewhere. If you lose your password manager master password, there is no way to access those passwords. Now, that's all part of the security of the password manager, but you need to be aware of that it is important that you have a record or have a password that you can't forget for your master password. What it does is safely store passwords and enters them for you when you log into a website or an application. You're able to store a username and a unique password for each of those. It will also generate unique passwords for you. So it can be difficult to think up a 15-character password. This will automatically do that for you using its generate password function, meaning that for all of those websites that you access, you can have a different unique password that you don't need to remember. It will automatically generate a new password and record it for you. And when you go to those websites, allow you to use it in the future. If you're using the recommended password manager, it can be used across multiple devices. So the same password storage will work on your computer, your tablet, your iPhone, or your Samsung phone, whichever phone system you use. Can use the same password manager, so you don't have to record it in different places. What you do need to remember is you need to remember the one email address and the one master password so that you have access. We recommend LastPass as a password manager. It's the password manager system that we use at Tupikoffs. After extensive research, we think this is the most appropriate system to use. It offers free premium and family accounts. And for a family account with up to 6 licenses, you're talking about a total spend of $6 per month. So that's still pretty cheap to give you that level of security. And don't forget that there's no point in one person in the household having secure passwords if another person doesn't, and you have access to the same things. You still have plenty of room to be hacked if that's the case. So it is important to get everybody in the family on board with password security. And again, for a cost of as much as $6 a month, you can have 6 licenses that offer this level of password security. So we do recommend LastPass. I haven't put a lot of detail here about LastPass because if you go to their website at lastpass.com, you will be able to get videos and a lot of information there about how it works. And of course, there's a free trial. So well and truly worth doing. Importantly, the password unencrypts your file. If you lose that password, neither you nor LastPass will be able to access those passwords. So it is important to make sure that you don't lose that password. LastPass do not have access to your passwords, so they won't be able to help you if you lose that. So that master password, again, all important. One, to keep it secure, but secondly, you've got to make sure that you always have access to it or have it recorded somewhere securely that you can access it if you forget it. It's very strong encryption. It's not going to be cracked. It's using bank level security. And that encryption is on your device so that you can't be hacked through LastPass. So a very secure system to use. It offers multi-factor authentication. So this is more than just a password, but also security linked to your particular phone or computer. We're going to talk about that in a separate video and the importance and why we recommend it, but it is available through LastPass. The other thing that it does do is what we call dark web monitoring. So this looks at the web where things are for sale, so passwords and access is for sale, and lets us know if our passwords are being accessed. So you can actually use LastPass to monitor your email address for when your email and passwords are being sold online and from which websites that's happening. That just gives you a sense of how secure your passwords are and whether or not someone has access to password. It can be a little frightening the first time you log in and discover how many times this has happened. But again, it's a good reason for having single-use passwords and refreshing them regularly, because it means that information that's being sold is useless and won't access websites on your behalf. So it's just a very short video today, just to recommend use lastpass.com to find out more. Go to their website, have a look, and even if you end up with a subscription version, we think that $6 a month is a very cheap price to protect your personal and financial assets from hackers and people online who have ill intent. So please have a look at LastPass. If you don't want to use that, we recommend you use at least another password manager, but we're certainly very comfortable with LastPass and the way that it operates. Thanks for your time, and I hope that's been a useful session.